All right, we're on. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Olia.
Awesome to see you. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today and to share a little bit about your story and your experience with Redefine Fields personally. Um, I first would love for you to share a little bit about you know about you, what you do, where you live. Um, one thing I wanted to say, before you start is, Sarah and I have been friends for a few months, and we met via a networking group, and she's just been the most tremendous friend and networker and connector. And I just, really appreciate all the positive energy that she brings. I mean, anybody who knows her is going to, be, abundantly blessed. So
Oh,
please.
that's the nicest thing anybody's ever said, Olia. That's so nice. And I feel the same way about you. Thank you so much for saying that. And
Oh,
and for having me here today.
yeah, it comes from the heart. So nothing is scripted here. It's just my honest, experience with you. And yeah, please tell us a little bit about what you do and who you are.
Sure, absolutely. So I work with restaurants. I manage three of the Lost Dog Cafes here in Northern Virginia. I also have my own side business helping restaurants that are either getting started or maybe struggling a bit, getting through COVID, to make sure that we can all survive this together. So you can imagine the challenges that come with that, being in a mask all day, being out around fryers or around cooking food, anything that is going to get onto your skin in the course of a day when you might go into a restaurant for a few minutes is on my skin all day. And I was starting to have trouble with breakouts from under my mask me, like we all like to call it, right? And I'm also hitting that age where I'm starting to get wrinkles, a little bit of stress, a little bit of, sun from driving place to place on that left hand side from your driving side. So it was a natural fit when I met you to want to talk about skincare and how we might be able to resolve some of those issues from my daily life.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm really grateful for your help with one of my client is working with Sarah right now, and I've gotten such amazing feedback that she's exactly who they were looking for. So if you or somebody else owns a restaurant and needs help with their business, especially during these times, please, we'll make sure that you get connected to Sarah. So you already sort of answered one of my questions I wanted to ask. So about the skin concerns that you had prior to to starting Redefine Fields, and then so tell me a little bit about what your experience was when we did your skin assessment.
So it was great to sit down with you and kind of talk about the issues that I was having. Like I mentioned, the wrinkles that I'm starting to see. I'm not going to mention an age, but I'm getting to that age where you start to notice that, and a little bit of sun damage. And I lived at the beach for many years, so that was starting to pop up a little bit, especially on my driving side. And so sitting down with you and getting to just be honest about the things that were bothering me, and have you say, oh, we can work on that. That's, not the end of the world. Because if you haven't talked to somebody about it, you're sitting around going, well, I mean, I see it, but what do I do? And does anything actually work? So you made it very comfortable to discuss what my issues were and very clear that there were solutions.
Oh, well, thank you so much. So how, first of all, what products did you start using? And then how soon after getting started on your regimen did you start seeing results?
Right. So I'm using a full regimen as far as the face wash, toner, day cream, night cream to see the fastest results. I've even added some Microdermabrasion Paste lately, which I have to say is my favorite product. I love it. You see results so quickly. I love the clay scrub that I use every day because it kind of feels like giving yourself a facial every day when you take a shower. And I love that. It leaves my skin feeling amazing and looking great. And for me, it's perfect. I have combination skin. So it dries up where I need it to dry up, but it doesn't over dry anything. And I just feel really great after washing my face with it. The day cream, I noticed within 3 days that everything was starting to look lighter, that everything was starting to brighten, and you could really see a difference. The toner within, I think it was probably a day, I could see the pores were getting shrunk. I could see that it was starting to not break out as bad under my mask. Within a week, the breakouts were completely gone, and the pigment on my face that I was worried about, it was definitely within the first week, I could see that it was lighter. And then there was probably a couple of weeks where I didn't see it increasing a lot, but you could see gradual progress. When I added the microdermabrasion paste, a day, the next day, you could see that there was a difference. I used it the second time, the third time. By the third time, the spots were nearly gone. So it was so quick, and it's so easy to use. So it keeps you wanting to continue. You've had those regimens that were taxing, and you feel like it's an extra job to do in a day, and you don't want to do. I've never stuck with them. This one I'm on, I think week 4, week 5, and have no intention of stopping. I get better with it every day. It's quick, it's easy, and my face feels great.
That's awesome. Yeah. And so it's the Redefine regimen that you're using. So we decided to kind of start you on that, right? And even though, so it's not even the one that is the most aggressive against the spots.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's been perfect.
Just from the conversation, that the original recommendation might have said that, but we kind of, after further conversation, it just kind of, I had a hunch that the Redefine might be the first, like a better step to start, especially in the winter, since it has more of a moisturizing effect. So yeah, that's fantastic. That's great feedback. um, so tell me, have there been any challenges that you've experienced, while using the products, and how have they been resolved?
So I haven't come across any challenges using it. I find it very easy. I've followed through on the regimens. The instructions are right there on the back if I ever forget what I'm doing. And they even color coded the bottles AM and PM. One's blue and one's white. So even when I'm tired and just want to go to bed, I still can't mess it up. It's been so easy to get right through.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I've been using them for 9 years myself, and then actually that you're using the new regimen, which is has been improved even since the one that the time that I started. So definitely I have to agree, super super easy. So tell me a little bit about, I mean, we've kind of answered some of the questions that I already had planned, so this is great. One thing I would say, I would, ask you is, what advice would you give someone who is looking to keep their skin in the best shape possible?
I mean, definitely calling you should be high on their list of things to do. So I definitely recommend Redefine Fields. I mean, you're terrific to work with, easy to work with, and you'll help them find the thing that they're looking for. So making sure you're using the regimen as prescribed and making sure you're drinking water and getting rest, and you'll look amazing. Like, take a chance on the regimen that you pick out, and I'm sure that they will be very happy with their results.
Well, thank you so much again for your feedback. This is our first, sort of uh, testimonial session, and I really appreciate your kind words, and I've just, it's been such a pleasure working with you. So if you have questions about anything that you heard, whether it's it's about Sarah's experience and Sarah's business, or if you wanted to contact me, we'll provide a way for you to do that, and I will include the Sarah's info in the um, video description. Thanks so much again, Sarah.
Thank
Uh,
you for having me. I bet every word of it. And if you need any more reference or any more of my experience, reach out and I'll be glad to tell you how great Olia is. So
Thank you so much. Happy New Year,
happy
and
New Year.
I'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon.